When we first started making Chardonnay of this nature in the early 80s, it was, white Burgundy was a clear benchmark as to how fine Chardonnay should be. And while we're not trying to make white Burgundy, certainly the techniques and the stylistic, goal is to make Chardonnay that is complex, interesting, layered, and with fine acidity, which helps keep the wine refreshing. To that end, the area that we have in Kumeu, which is cool climate, produces grapes of a nature which can make wines of this style. So hand harvesting is very, very important. Whole bunch pressing is important. The wines go through 100% malolactic fermentation, which does surprise some people because the wines still retain very, very fine acidity. The acidities we get in Kumeu are very crisp, so the malolactic fermentation becomes an important aspect into actually balancing that acid out. And then over the years, as we've made Chardonnays of this nature, they have been compared to the wines of Burgundy, particularly with our UK importers, Stephen Browett from Far Vintners in particular, who first tasted our wine in the late 80s when it was served to him blind, and he thought it was white Burgundy. And on that basis, he started buying the wines and has bought every vintage since 1989. Then his favourite party trick was to serve the wines blind to people to see what their response was, and clearly they were always compared with Burgundy. Our aim hasn't been to make Burgundy, it's to make wines from Kumeu, but to be able to be compared and put on the same table as the fine wines of Burgundy for us is a terrific thing, and to be considered amongst those wines as peers is certainly quite an achievement for the style of wine we are trying to make. So when people serve our wines alongside Burgundies, it's not that they're comparing them in terms of which one's better. We see it as a affirmation that what we're doing is actually putting them amongst the same line as being a peer to these really great wines of the world.